So we got the 66 up on the lift. Gonna do a little inspection underneath. Overall, it's not too bad. Got a leak here on the oil pan drain plug, and where the filter is too, up here, it's leaking pretty heavily. Not too big of a deal though. The underbody isn't actually too bad. You know, it's just mainly surface rust and needs to be cleaned. Obviously, it hasn't been driven in forever. We're gonna redo the brakes, so I'm not really too concerned about the front brakes, but if those were gonna stay, they would definitely need some adjusting. Transmission, that is leaking pretty extensively there. The whole bottom pan is soaked in tranny fluid, so obviously it's gonna need a new gasket, but I think if we're gonna do the engine rebuild, we're just gonna have to pull that, and that'll be part of the rebuild anyway. You can see the back's got probably a little bit leak coming out of the tail shaft there, because that's wet. Not a whole lot in this car, you know. Rear diff, that's gonna get swapped out anyway, so I'm really not too worried about that. Once we do that, obviously we'll put in new shocks, new tires, and again, the rear brakes are gonna get replaced once we put the new rear diff in anyway. So overall, it's not too bad in the back. No body rot, chassis is not rotted. You know, maybe just get under here, clean it up, who knows. Maybe scrape it down and give it a fresh coat. Just, you know, to give it that extra layer of protection, a little bit of longevity as far as life is concerned. Steering components all look okay. You know, they're pretty tight. No real play in anything I should say. You know, bushings look okay. You know, yeah, they're worn a little bit and cracked. So like some of these tie rod ends could probably stand to be replaced, but nothing too major. Doesn't look like there's any kind of real damage. You know, the frame looks straight. Doesn't look like it's been impacted anywhere. You know, so it doesn't look like it's been any kind of heavy collisions or anything like that where it's bent or needs to be straightened out. So overall, it looks pretty good.